Welcome back to Cradle to Chaos. Just a warning,
Welcome
Brittany's
back.
on her A game today.
No, I'm not. What's the opposite of A game? Z game? I'm on my Z game. That doesn't sound right.
Okay.
See? This is how off I am.
You are off for sure.
I am very off. I've forgotten a lot of things.
Yeah, like my children.
Who?
Like my children.
Who? Who?
I can't.
Should we start over?
How has your week been?
Okay, actually, great. And I have a lot of updates.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so.
Are you pregnant?
Oh my God, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant.
I didn't want to ask.
Yeah, it's a little, yeah. Just thought I gained a lot of weight in my stomach. So we tried the Passy Fairy the other night. So we've been hearing this from our friends. And basically, why are you laughing?
Because it clearly didn't work.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't. It didn't work. But listen. It was progress and step in the right direction for sure. Because, so Matt was all about it. I'm not about it. I need to have like a plan. Like I'm like very structured. I'm like, we need to get a special treat to put under her pillow. We need to. So basically what it is, listeners, if you haven't heard of the Passy Fairy, is when they go to bed, you tell them to put a Passy under their pillow. And then in the morning, kind of like the Tooth Fairy, Passy's gone and there's something in replacement of it. So I was like, oh man, like we need to get something special. We need to like, figure out an actual plan. And he was like, no, we have candy downstairs. But it's like the candy that she gets like we got it from like a parade. And like, it just like, you know what I mean? It's like random candy that we just have.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's not like special. But the next morning he went and got her and he like did a little switcheroo really fast. And she had no idea. And there was like a mini Kit Kat. And she got so excited. And for like the full day, like she would ask for her Passy and we'd be like, oh, remember the Passy Fairy took it and left you a Kit Kat. And she'd be like, oh yeah. And just kind of like went on with her day. It wasn't until like nap time that things got a little dicey. So we did give it to her. We ended up caving. But like, if that's the only time she's taking it is nap time and bedtime, like I'm cool to get to that stage. Like I feel like it's baby steps.
I've seen ones where they take all of the Passies and like plant them and then like little things.
Cake pops.
Or like cake pops or like windmills or just like fun little things.
That's cute.
But you have to commit because you bury them all and they're gone.
And that's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a rip the Band-Aid kind of person though.
I'm not a rip the Band-Aid kind of person.
I'd be like, we're done. Throw them away.
Yeah. We're very different in this type of parenting style.
Totally.
Very different.
I'm like, I don't see the issue.
Yeah. Like just take it away. I can't.
I have no soul.
I have a heart. And
Brittany actually likes her child,
but also like I like sleep, and if she doesn't have her Passy, like she could be screaming all night long, and
she's not gonna scream all night long.
Do you want to stay the night and we'll find out?
Brittany, I would have this done so fast.
You're here right now. Come on.
I am
Get up there.
Most stubborn person you will ever meet in your entire life. I don't back down from a fight. I never lose.
That's
because I'm that stubborn.
Wow.
You can ask my husband.
The fact that you're married. No, I'm just kidding.
Truly, it's because I wanted it and I got it.
It's like that Ariana song. I see it. I like it. I want
it.
I got it. That's Kelsey. Okay, well, you can come over and do Passy Fairy and potty training.
Potty training, I'm out on. That was my least favorite thing that I ever did in my life.
In your life.
Never. Because you can't, they have to do it.
Right.
It's nothing that you can control.
So that's my next update. Today, she went potty at school.
Yay!
Do you know how big of an accomplishment that is?
That is a huge accomplishment.
She would not even sit on that potty at school.
That's
she was
amazing.
Scared. She didn't want to do it. Today, the teacher said she asked them a few times, told them that she had to go potty.
I love that for her.
And then a few times she would just sit there and not do anything. But I don't care. The fact that she's talking about it, the fact that she's making the moves,
totally.
I'm so happy.
Does she have to be potty trained to go to the next classroom?
No.
Oh, really?
They haven't told us anything like that.
Oh.
I mean, she's not even in preschool yet.
But that would be her next step. She's 3.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, preschool's next. And then pre-K, right?
I'm just curious. Typically...
I don't
in preschool you have to be potty trained. So I was just wondering if you could like use that as leverage if she's like
really
excited to go to the next room.
No, she doesn't like change.
That's so exciting.
Yeah,
now.
It was pretty exciting. I'm very proud of her.
That's amazing. Is she proud of her too? Did she talk about it?
Sort of. She was kind of like nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
But
she's like, whatever, Mom.
She's like, God, you're embarrassing me.
Have you seen the new Inside Out? The Inside Out 2?
Yes.
I can't remember the name of that emotion and Swan, the guy that's like, meh, whatever.
Cool.
What's the name?
Sarcasm.
Ensui.
Sarcasm.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh. That's like my only emotion, so I'm surprised I didn't get that.
Fair.
Anyway,
and stubborn.
That's not an emotion.
Oh, I guess that's a personality trait.
Oh, we had a super... Wait, is it anything else happen? I don't want to step on your toes.
No.
We had a very busy weekend. We had... we went to our zoo and did our boo at the zoo.
Yes, so cute.
On Friday, and Lainey is upset. This is the first time she we took her costume out of the box, out of the bag, and so she's the Little Mermaid, Ariel, and she has the red wig. She has the whole shebang.
I was dying with your videos of you walking behind her, of her walking with her her wig is down to her butt.
It's so long.
She is so, and her gloves are
living
just
her best life. It was so funny because we kept running into the same people that we would see throughout, and people were like, the wig's still on, the gloves are still on. I can't believe it. They're like, if that was my daughter, that would have been off so fast. I'm like, she will not take these off. And she said when we got home, can I go nut-nut in my new hair?
Aww.
No, you cannot. I'm like, you have to wear this at least 4 more times, and there's no way it's going to survive a bedtime. There's no way.
Just be a big,
it would literally be like a mop
nest.
She'd be like Carol Burnett. And then... we also went to see Sesame Street live, which if you have never done it, it's so worth it. It was so cute.
That's so cute.
And Lainey got to meet Elmo and Abby Cadabby, and it was adorable.
Oh, I bet she's still talking about it.
Yeah.
Looks like Chloe liked it too.
Yeah, she loved the show. Wasn't a huge fan of standing by the characters, but
fair.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
She would pet Elmo, but she wouldn't give him a hug. Yeah.
I wonder how she'll do with Santa this year.
Ooh, probably not great.
Yeah, probably not great if that's any indicator.
Yeah. But yeah.
Good.
We had a really big family weekend, so I feel like I didn't really get any weekend time. But yeah, it's okay. Lainey has her surgery tomorrow, so.
Yes, tube surgery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lainey.
Yeah, now that you know it's Lainey.
Chloe.
When does Chloe get her? Oh, she already did. That's right. This is Brittany.
This is what I forgot.
Through her mental block earlier.
I'm like, when does Chloe get tubes? She has them. Oh, right. Mm-hmm. You're the only one in your family that doesn't.
I am.
Tubes.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. So she has to get one surgically removed that's blocked.
Right.
And then she has to get new ones put in. And I've been taking her through the process step by step. She's a very tell me what's going to happen kind of girl. And then she's fine. And there's a couple things along the way that I'm worried about. First is the fact that she cannot eat breakfast, but we have to feed her sister. So I was telling her, I'm like, listen, you are not allowed to eat breakfast tomorrow. I know it's her favorite meal of the day. She loves the breakfast, but she also has to arrive at the doctor earlier than she normally even wakes up for the day. So I'm hoping she's just so delirious she'll be fine.
And not even be hungry at that point.
Yeah. So we talked about that, and then I tried to level with the doctors, and I was like, listen, she got her ears pierced 4 weeks ago. So I bought these plastic retainers. I'm like, can we just switch them out at home so she doesn't even have to take about it? And they were like, no, she has to take them out. I'm like, oh. So I've also been talking to her about that because she's like, I don't want to take my earrings out. I'm like, I don't blame you. You're actually not supposed to, but here we are. I did not ever imagine they'd be able to get her in that soon. So
yeah,
we'll have to take them out right before they roll her back. And then as soon as she wakes up, we'll have to put them back in.
Yeah. You're like, I don't care how you are putting your earrings in.
I know. I had a friend whose daughter, she's a bit older, but she had her tonsils out in the literally exact same situation. She had just got her ears pierced, and then all of a sudden she had to have her tonsils taken out. And her daughter was so like distraught from the anesthesia and just like, and she's older, like too old to like straddle and like make it happen. And so they only got one in and the other one closed up. Like, that's so sad.
Wait, in that time it closed
up?
Well,
no, she just like would not let them put it back in, and then probably the next day or yeah.
So note to self: don't get Millie's ears pierced because apparently large surgeries happen after that.
Yeah, it's what happens after that. Yeah. Actually, one of my friends I was just talking to, it's the exact same thing happened to her daughter when she was like 2. She had to have surgery on her thumb. Oddly enough, like she her thumb couldn't like extend, so she had to have her surgery on her thumb, and even with that, they still wouldn't let her have them in. So
interesting.
The same thing. Well, it's because
no jewelry.
Well, no metal. If something were to happen and like they needed to shock you to get a metal burn.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we've got going on in our world.
Well, cool. I feel like, should we just like skip tantrums and treats?
Oh no, I've got tantrums and treats.
Oh, okay. I felt like our updates were full of tantrums and treats.
Well, I mean, that's just life.
Oh, okay. All right, you want to go first?
What do you want to start with?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, let's do tantrums. I told you about this, but the other night, bedtime, Lainey getting...
I was over at your house. It was that night.
Oh,
if you're talking about that.
It was, but that didn't happen while you were there. No.
It must have.
No, it didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think, this is when I came over here. Anyways, she was getting up and down, and like I got home and she was still up and down. And a lot of the time she will go into the bathroom, she goes to the bathroom, she goes back to bed. So like when she's in there, I don't really think anything of it. Like I always have like an extra listening ear out, and like this time she's just been in there for a little while longer than I thought she should. So I got out of bed, I walked into the bathroom, I look in there, and she's standing on her step stool looking in the mirror, and it like didn't register with me at first what she was doing, and then I looked down and she has a bottle of nail polish and she's just painting her fingernails in the mirror, just like looking at herself painting her nails. I was like, what are you, first of all, how did you get that? Second of all, what? Go to bed. She's now tall enough that she can reach where I keep it in her room, which is, it is now higher. Yeah. And so I got her cleaned up.
Wait, but she was in the bathroom doing it?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of good. Oh.
Then I pick her up and I like get her all cleaned up, and her room is dark. Her little nightlight is on, but it's not very bright. And we walk in there, and girl has a guilty conscience. Like she will tell you when she has done wrong. So we walk into her room, and I'm just like gonna lay her back down in bed, and she goes, "Mommy." I was like, "Yes, babe." And she points to her chair and goes, "The chair's yucky." And I was like, "What do you mean the chair is yucky?" I turned the light on and there's pink nail polish all over it. And I was like, oh no. And she has this like beautiful like beige chair. I was like taking acetone to it. Like nothing would work. And I was eventually like, whatever, go to bed and don't come out of your room again.
Were you so mad?
I was very angry, yes. But it's fine. It's just a chair. It's just a chair. It's going to be fine. She's fine.
Man, kids.
So that was more of a tantrum for me, but
that is a tantrum. I mean,
I also have kind of a tantrum for Chloe, but also like I don't know what to do with this kid situation. Did I tell you that she bit at school?
No.
Okay, now she's bit twice. So she bit the first time, but it was a child took food away from her, so it was kind of like an instigated thing. And then she bit again. This was like a couple weeks later. Another kid was sitting in her teacher's lap, and she wanted to sit in her teacher's lap, so she bit them on the leg. And then she attempted to bite today, but like she didn't. I was like,
oh my God, you have a biter.
No. It's so much. I would 1,000% rather be on the receiving end. What? Any day of the week.
What do you do?
I'm going to pull all her teeth out.
She can still bite with her gums.
At least she wouldn't leave a mark. We bought the Teeth Are Not for Biting book, and we're just like talking about it as much as we can, but she's 16 months old, so
What can you do?
And it's interesting because I would expect her to bite Lainey because like they get into it all the time, but she's never even tried to bite her.
She knows Lainey's alpha.
Lainey is definitely not alpha.
They're like dogs.
Lainey is the biggest pushover on the planet.
Maybe not to Chloe.
I think Chloe's got it figured out. And she's also been hitting nonstop Lainey or us. And we talk about that all the time. And I actually started that conversation with her teachers before she even started biting. I was like, hey, just so you know, she started hitting at home. Like, we're working on it. And they're like, we've never seen her hit here. Brittany, every single time I drop her off, the first thing she does, she runs in there, finds the closest kid, and hits him in the face. And every single time I pick her up, I walk into the room, she smiles at me, literally looks around for whoever's closest to her, and then hits them. And then teachers are like, I swear to God, she does not do this during the day. It is only when I am in the room. So it's obviously an attention thing, but
that
I'm
is
like,
so weird.
Girl. It's not that weird, but it's just like, can you stop?
Is it like an excitement thing?
I don't know. I just...
Like when she hits you guys at home, is it because she's mad?
Sometimes. It's definitely... I mean, I think she does it more for attention than out of like emotion.
Interesting.
Like, especially when she can tell it's like aggravating someone, then she's like, oh, I'm going to do this more. Like Lainey, because Lainey will be like, stop it. Like she'll like cower away and like Chloe's just laughing. And like, so like she's not trying.
Such a little sister.
She's not trying to hurt anybody. Well, I don't know about like the kids that she just nails when I drop off. I'm like, bro, like soft touches. And she will, when you tell her soft touches, she'll take her hand and just like slowly rub your hand. So it's like she knows, but
it's like she wants the attention to like be told that. Because like Millie will like, if she's really mad about something, she'll just kind of like smack us. But like
Lainey's a foot stomper.
She'll look at us directly in the eyes like I know I did something wrong. I know you're about to yell at me.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Couldn't control myself. But yeah, so we have an angel baby and a terrorist in our house.
Well, at least you got balance.
Yeah.
You could have two.
Angel babies?
Yeah. She'll get there. It's a phase.
I also think for Chloe, too, she's so big for her age that she just is like she just plows through people. She's just big and bulky and I don't know.
Just a presence.
Yes. She's got a presence.
She's like, listen, kids, I want the attention.
It's just so funny because I'm like, God, I used to send kids home for this. All the time.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
But it would be more like if a kid was bit 3 times in a day, then I'd send them home.
Is there like a 3-strike plan? Or like what happens?
They get sent home.
No, I mean like now with her.
What do you mean?
Like do they have to like...
Oh, no. I mean, she's bit twice in like 2 months.
It's not like everyday type
No.
I see. Millie's been on the receiving end of the biter.
Yeah, I would have that any day.
Yeah, and I'm always looking for the kid. Like, where is that freaking kid?
Any day. I don't. You never know what's gonna happen with this next one.
Yeah, it'll be Chloe Jr. Okay. Well, my tantrums are really nothing compared to either of yours. Very minor. The thing that happened, so I got her that, which I think is why she wants to go to the potty, is because I got her that like step stool potty seat that you climb up and sit on the potty by yourself, and she's like loves it and she wants to go on it all the time, which is wonderful. But flushing is really the issue because she wants to flush and then she wants to wipe again and then flush, and she just wants to keep flushing and flushing and flushing and flushing.
Yeah, flushing is fun.
Yeah, but she doesn't let it finish its cycle. So, like, she's just flushing, and I'm trying to explain to her, like, you have to wait, but, like, explaining to a toddler that you have to wait for something isn't super great. So, I lost my shit on her a little bit. I'm like, I told you to stop flushing and you're gonna break the freaking toilet.
Oh my God, Lainey had a situation where she pooped in her pull-up at night, but she was like trying to clean it up herself. I don't think she wanted to tell
Oh.
She took off her pull-up and she like dumped the poop in the potty, and then she was trying to like wipe her butt and like get it all cleaned up. And I went in there to help her, and Brittany, she had like half a roll of toilet paper in the toilet, and I was like, and then she flushed it, and I was like, no. And it obviously didn't go all the way down, and then she flushed it again, and it started to come back up. The way that girl like was petrified.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Oh my god. That's so cute that she was like bashful about it.
She was like, I got this, don't worry.
All right, what about treats?
Okay. One treat is when we were at Boo at the zoo and Lainey was all dressed up. She refused to what's the word I'm looking for? She would not acknowledge the name Lainey. We had to call her Ariel. She was like, I'm Ariel. And then in the car on the way there, she'd be like, Ursula, because that's what I'm dressing up as. I didn't have my costume on, but she'd be like, hey, Ursula. Ursula. I'm like, yes, Ariel.
Wear your costume?
I didn't think that adults were allowed to at the zoo.
Not allowed.
Well, and I was at Disney on Ice, adults are not allowed to dress up. And I mean, I feel like it's an easy predator thing. So I was thinking like I didn't think that they allowed adults to dress up, but everyone was dressed up, so.
Yeah, I definitely wore my monkey costume last year.
It's amazing.
Well, I mean, she was wearing her monkey costume, so I don't think I came off as a predator.
And then Chloe has come up with her own name for Lainey because she can't say Lainey. She calls her Yaya. And it's actually so cute. And Lainey's like, yeah, I'm Yaya. Like, she like will say, where's Yaya? And she like goes to her and we say, say Lainey. And she says, Yaya.
That's really cute.
So like, it's like her official name.
Oh, you're going to write that, or you're going to tell her that for all of time.
We're probably going to be calling her Yaya at her high school graduation.
There you go. My treat is, I don't know how this started or when this started, but Millie just like, she's been singing everything that she wants to say lately. So we'll be like, she'll be like, Mama, I want fruit snacks or whatever. And I'll like repeat it if I didn't hear her like totally well. I'm like, oh, you want fruit snacks? And she'll go, yes, I do.
Aww.
And then like if she wants something or just is like trying to get our attention, to go, Mama, what are you doing?
That's so cute.
Like, Mama, I want my bassy. Like she just like sings everything. And honestly, girlfriend's got a good pitch. I
love it.
I kind of feel like there's a future there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch out, Taylor.
Watch out, Taylor. Millie's coming for you.
That's so cute.
That's very sweet.
Oh.
Okay.
Love that.
Today's topic, we are going to talk about gender disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious. So after I told you this topic last week off air, you had told me that Adam was a little disappointed.
A little disappointed.
Very disappointed when he found out that
he
Lainey...
almost didn't even give me a hug after. He was like, I thought it was a boy.
So, like, how did you guys, like, overcome that?
I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I think I kind of set him up for disappointment because throughout the entire pregnancy, I'm like, this is definitely a boy.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I feel it in my gut. It's
That's what I've been saying this whole second time.
100% a boy. And so, like, I think he was like, oh, okay. And so like, I just don't think he, like, anticipated it going any other way. And he was like, that's weird that was pink.
He's like, well, she's carrying it, so obviously she would know. It's a mother instinct.
Yeah. No, it was fine. And then at the reveal for Chloe, he was just like, of course.
Yeah.
So I think he just was fine with it. It's very interesting that there are like preferences to begin with. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's just kind of a funny thing because you have literally no say in it.
Literally no
Like,
control.
there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it.
Yeah.
I always like saw myself as a boy mom.
Yeah.
For sure.
Same.
And now I'm like, man, what the heck would I do with a boy? Which is so funny because like
you'd be the same.
it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same but different.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's just
It is
funny.
really weird. Like, growing up, if you would have told me I'm going to have 2 girls, I would have laughed in your face.
I would have been like, that's disgusting.
Right. I wanted 3 boys all growing up. Anybody asked me, you want kids? Yeah, I want 3 boys. That's all growing up.
Funny.
As soon as I got pregnant with Millie, I immediately was like, I want a girl. Like, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I just, like, clicked. I'm like, I want this to be a girl.
Ask and you shall receive.
I couldn't understand why, but I was just like, and I never told anybody that. But in the back of my head, I was like, oh, I really hope it's a girl. And when we found out it was a girl, I was like, so excited. And I think Matt was too. He's a really good girl dad.
That's cute. I think something that is important to note is that it's okay to have that disappointment.
We're gonna get to that. Yeah.
It is normal. I think like you're also just already so hormonal.
Human. And like sometimes I think let's get into it. Second, when you found out Chloe was a girl, what did you feel?
I don't think I cared one way or the other. Like at that point I was like, I got my girl, which is like
you wanted a girl the first time.
I knew I wanted a girl
at
some point. Like we wanted to have one of each, but so then I was like, well, I guess it doesn't matter after this. I was thinking like it'd be great to have a boy for something different, but also like I have everything I need for if it's another girl.
Yeah.
So I don't think. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna love the hell out of your baby, no matter what.
At the end of the day, all we want is a healthy, happy baby.
Totally.
So I definitely had a little disappointment when we found out that the second was a girl.
Really?
Because I was like so convinced that it was a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe I was Adam in this situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like everything in me was like, this is a boy. I feel it.
Yeah.
So as soon as we found out it was a girl, I was like, what? Like I literally screamed, what? A girl? And Matt's like, oh yeah, another girl. And like he wanted it to be another girl, I think. I think just because like he knows girls, like he knows he can do this, and like I said, he's a really good girl dad. He's also not weird about like, oh no, if I don't have a boy, the family name ends here.
Yeah.
Like he's not like that because he doesn't have a brother, so he's not like that, like weird about it. But like I definitely felt disappointed, and I didn't realize how much I had wanted one of each until I found out that it was another girl.
I never say never.
But I think that's another thing. We're only this is our last kid, so I knew that like whatever this was, like that's it. So I think I definitely had like a period where I like mourned the fact that I will never have a son.
Oh, gotcha.
And I was definitely like super sad, which to your point, like I think like people need to acknowledge it. It's okay to have like gender disappointment. Oh, hi.
Hi.
What did you just do? Did you take a bath? You took a bath?
I do.
You too?
And you use the potty, right?
You used the potty.
Good
Did
job.
you actually go? You used the potty. Oh my gosh. Good job.
Go, Millie.
I did good.
I did good. Do
Did
you want to
give her
know?
anything?
You want to know what Lainey does every time she goes potty? She goes, "Go, Lainey. Go, Lainey." Should we say, "Go, Millie. Go, Millie. Go, Millie."
Yay! You used the potty, big girl.
Great job.
Make yourself at home. So yes, we're only having 2 kids, and like that was very well established. And
I think that's something that's a little bit different for us though too, because we know that we're gonna have more, and so
what?
Yeah. And I not to, yeah, we're definitely at least having one more, if not more. And
No, this is a huge development.
oh, not in my world.
Oh, you were just waiting to convince Adam?
No, he's been on board for a little while now. But
No, last time we talked, you were strictly like, he doesn't know if he wants to have more.
well, yeah, so he's been on. Now he's on board.
Okay.
Was that a long time ago?
That
Feels
was not that long ago.
Huh.
Well, good.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like new all the time. I'm like, whatever. I'll convince him one way or another.
Back to your stubborn personality. She wants it. She's gonna keep going until she gets that boy.
No, but like I think that it was just. I know that we'll have more, so it wasn't like a thing.
Yeah.
For us, so.
You just keep having girls.
Probably. I told Adam, I'm like, get ready for girl number 3 because
Yep. That'll probably happen. My
God
friend
enjoys
said,
laughing at you.
girl number 3. Well, he's a great girl dad.
He is.
But yeah, so just knowing that like we were only gonna have 2 and knowing whatever this next baby was going to be kind of like like this is like the last chance really for it to be a boy. And
yeah.
so yeah, I definitely like had to mourn the fact that I'll never have a son and like
yeah.
I don't get to do like the boy mom stuff, which I don't know, but like once I got over it, I'm like obviously thrilled that it's a girl. I just want a healthy, happy baby.
Of course.
And it's so nice. Like I'm really excited to see Millie have a sister, and like I never had a sister, so I think there's a lot of like unease there for me because I'm so unfamiliar with it. That like having a boy and a girl is something like I grew up with. I have a brother. Like that's something I've always known. So I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of feelings that came when we found out the gender the second time around.
Yeah. I feel like even if people are like, I just want a healthy baby, I feel like in your gut, you kind of lean one way or the other. Sure. I do not believe when people are like, I don't care. Yeah. Whatever. I'm like, okay. I think you care.
You have like, it's like almost like subconsciously you like kind of have this like idea of what you want your family to look like or what you like envision you as a mom to be like. And it's like if it doesn't match up, then it's kind of... Yeah. It shakes you up a little bit.
I think something that was interesting for Adam and me, I guess. But so we found out we were having a girl, Lainey, and then we found out we were having another girl, Chloe, and then Adam's sister got pregnant. And then she found out she was having a boy, and Adam was like, ugh!
Was he mad?
I mean, no, he wasn't mad.
Like, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe a little
like
envious.
Jealous,
yeah. So excited, and he's so sweet.
That's why I think he would want to have more kids, because then he can get his boy, maybe.
We'll see. I don't know. We might be team girl, and they might just be team boy.
That's true. You'll have like 4 girls. They'll have 4
all
boys.
the nephews. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's hard to not have an emotional response to, especially if you are disappointed. I mean. It is what it is. And...
Or like imagine those moms who have 3 boys and like want their like fourth kid that's gonna be my girl.
It has to be it.
Because I do think like if roles were flipped and I had 2 boys and I never had a girl, I think I would be way more disappointed than the other way around.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think like I always I always wanted a girl because my mom and I are so tight. Like I don't know. I always wanted a girl once I started.
I was like, you said you wanted 3 boys.
Once I started actually like thinking of the idea of like, you know, after I married Matt and like kids came into like the topic, like that's when I was like,
actually decided you were actually going to take care of a child.
Yeah, exactly. He's just making himself comfortable over it.
I think we kind of set ourselves up for failure just with gender stereotypes, because that's what causes the gender disappointment. And be like, oh, like I want someone to paint my nails with, or you know, Adam would be like, I want someone to throw the ball around with. I'm like, okay, you can throw around the ball with Lainey or Chloe, and I could paint a little boy's nails if I wanted to.
Absolutely.
Like, you know,
I would have done all those things.
It's just like it's just our culture.
It is. It's totally a culture thing. It's the gender norms.
Yeah.
But like that's kind of why I wanted a boy. I'm like, I will raise him. Like he can paint his nails. He can wear dresses. I don't care.
Yeah.
You do you.
I think when we were pregnant with both of the girls, we planned for both. Like we had a name picked out for both.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Like we just like from the get-go, we had our list of girl names. We had our list of boy names. And so like I think we were just kind of like, oh, if it's a girl, it's Lainey, and if it's a boy, it's blah, blah, blah. So I think that at least it helped me. Can't say the same about Adam, but
yeah.
So I don't know.
We never had any boy names.
Really?
Ever.
That's so funny.
I didn't like any boy names.
Our boy name list was so much longer than our girl name list.
No. Ours is 0 boy names.
We knew like
maybe 2 girl names. I'm like really hard with names.
The second I like Lainey May, I knew that like immediately that's what the girl name was gonna be. And then we had like 100 boy names.
Yeah, we never had a single one.
And then we finally decided on Chloe. We were stuck between 2 names for a really long time.
Really?
Yeah, we were between Chloe or Riley.
Riley was ours.
Yeah.
For baby number 2.
Yeah.
But then we watched Inside Out too many times. And Riley's out
so
the window.
funny.
And then my coworker has a dog named Riley.
That's so funny.
But you know, Riley was
Riley's still in my list though, so
okay.
You know,
I still love it. I mean, we're not gonna use it, but it's very cute. You can use that for a boy or a girl. Just
yeah,
I like it for a girl.
No, that's true. The middle name for Chloe took forever. I was actually a coworker that suggested Belle, and I was like, yes.
So you don't do like family or anything. It's just like names you like.
Yeah. Do you guys have a name picked out yet?
We have a front runner, but like I don't know. So no.
It's hard.
It's really hard, and I really think it's harder the second time when you have the same gender, because I'm like, we already used our girl name. Now I have to do it again. Like, this is...
I have created somewhat of a theme, though, because now every child that we have, they have to have a 1-syllable middle name. They just have to.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have Lainey May and Chloe Bell. I can't have, like, Riley Johnson. I don't know why her middle
Johnson is her middle name. Yeah, that's a great one.
Like, Riley Elizabeth would never work.
Right,
That's just, you're not even in our family at that point.
Oh, my God.
But Riley Beth, that would work.
There you go. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, names are really hard. We should probably actually get serious about that. But
yeah, I mean, you just, before you take her home.
I'm such a planner, and I feel like this time around I'm like not planning as much, and I think mostly because I'm losing my mind most of the time.
No, I think I was even more of a psycho the second time around, just with like getting things done.
Not me. I'm like, oh yeah.
I was like 8 weeks pregnant. I'm like, Adam, I need you to bring up all the baby clothes from downstairs. He was like, okay, like which ones? I'm like,
I did put her clothes in her dresser, the newborn clothes in her dresser.
Yeah. See, you're ahead of the game.
Yeah,
you're fine.
but that's it. Once
Does she have a crib yet?
Newborn, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's Millie's. So we have to get Millie a bed.
Oh, so Millie's isn't convertible.
It is.
Oh,
we just took off like the front, part. And it's like a toddler bed now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll put that front part back on and raise it back up. And it's a crib.
Oh, so it doesn't convert any further than a toddler bed?
No.
Got it.
Oh, it does. But we're just going to get her a bed.
Gotcha.
I kind of want to get her a bigger bed. But we'll see.
Like what size bed?
California King.
That's what we have.
No. Do you really? Oh, I guess you have
Adam's
a large husband.
massive.
No, I just want to get her like a full maybe.
That's what Lainey's converts to. It goes from went from crib to toddler, and then it goes to full.
Nice.
I think that's actually what we're gonna do for her birthday.
Oh,
coming up.
That's exciting. Coming up.
I mean, like when it rolls around again.
I'm like, girl, can you slow time down?
She's the next birthday. Well, no, I guess Adam's technically the next. Sorry.
But like,
love you.
You matter, I promise. Anything else with gender?
No, but it turns out you are having a girl.
I am having a girl. So
what are you gonna do about that?
Well, nothing. You know what I am gonna do? I'm excited to go all in on back to genders, norms, whatever. But like, I don't care if I see something and it's in gray or pink. I'm gonna buy it in pink because we only have girls here.
Yeah,
sorry about it.
It's true.
Sorry.
It's very true.
Like, I was like weird like the first time around, like the boppy pillow. I should get like the gray one just in case like we have a boy down the road. I never did that. Really?
It's like,
I was very
very
conscious about it the first time around, and now I'm like, nope, we're doing all pink.
Nope.
We're doing all girl.
We had a princess house from day one.
Yep. Amen.
I mean, Lainey had like the bougiest crib ever, and then for Chloe, I'm like, yeah, you can have the $100 one. Like Lainey has this like
kid problem.
Lainey has this like princess room, and Chloe's just like brown wooden whatever. She still has like the wall with her name on it and the flowers.
She won't notice until they're older. But it'll be competition pretty soon.
I mean, they can already wear the same clothes, so
might as well just put them in the same room.
Lainey's the one with the better closet, so
yeah,
she's got a walk-in closet.
Get them some bunk beds.
Ugh, God. I'm never taking Chloe out of her crib. Ever.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to roll the tapes.
I don't want to.
In like a year when you're like, oh, we're converting her to a toddler bed.
No, I'm going to wait literally until she's 3.
She'll wake up and hit you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
seriously.
too soon.
Seriously, she might.
Wait, what do you actually
you see
think
this
she's
bruise?
Wait, why do you actually say that then?
What? That I don't want her to, because it was such a terror with Lainey. It still is. Why am I using the past tense? I can't imagine two of them running in and out of their rooms. Gosh.
Sometimes I think when Millie's being really bad, I'm like, 3 is terrible. But like most of the time, I'm like, 3 is pretty great. But when I do think 3 is terrible, I tell Matt, I'm like, we're doing this again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think about it, and I'm like, when this one's 3, she'll be 6. And hopefully she'll be a little angel baby.
I don't know. People tell me that. I don't think 3 is fine. This is actually my favorite age so far. I say that about every age.
Yeah.
But I think 4 is worse.
Really?
1,000% worse. Just from like being around it. 3s, they're still like, I want to help you. Like, I mean,
It's
usually
sweet.
on their terms, and like they're so cute because they're just like learning things.
Yeah.
And then they get to 4 and they know everything and they don't need your help and they don't like you anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's
So much to look forward to.
You know what's really sad? Things that I would see happening in like the 4.5-year-olds, like they start bullying, which is so sad. Like I think that's also like
Chloe's already doing that.
That's true. She's so ahead of the game. That's like the age where I will see, like especially little girls, like realizing like what they look like and like start talking about that kind of things, and it's sad. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not looking forward to that.
I know. That's one thing that's a little tougher with girls, I think.
Yeah.
Not to say that like boys don't also have body issues.
Oh yeah,
but
totally.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
it's
gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. I'm
great.
super excited to have 2 girls.
Yeah.
It's easier to say the girls.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, and we're just girl moms. Well, I was gonna say forever, but you
never know.
I'm a girl mom.
Now
forever.
that you know that I'm gonna have 45 kids.
How many do you want?
Originally I wanted 5.
Why?
I don't, because this sounds like fun. Sounds like a great time.
Okay.
Why do you look so distraught? We are such different people when it comes to parenting, though. I'm not going to be laying in their crib ever. That's just not who I am.
Got it. That's why we're doing it too. Can't do that anymore.
Adam was like so nervous at first because he was like, I just like can't picture having more with like Lainey right now. And I'm like, well, the great news is Lainey's going to grow up and she's going to change and she's going to be more independent. And he was like, it was like,
he thought, like, right this minute.
I'm going to use like a really bad word, but it was like a mind fuck for him. Like he was like, whoa, oh shit, like you're right, like she's not gonna be like this forever. I'm like, I know it's really sad to think about, but like she's gonna be in kindergarten, like it's just gonna be like a person. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we would stop at 3 if we have a boy. I think we would try one more time after that if it's another girl.
Nice.
And then we'd end up with twins.
Oh, that's another reason we have to stop, is I have twins on both sides of my family, so it's very likely.
It's extremely likely for us because Chloe was a twin. So just see, she just like ate her sibling. That's why she's so.
She was bullying from the womb.
Survival of the fittest.
That's why she's so big.
She absorbed them. They call it vanishing twin syndrome, and I'm like, I don't think they vanish. I don't think this is a mystery to anyone but you.
Have you met this kid? Oh my god. All right, we need to go to bed.
Okay.
What are we gonna talk about next week?
So next week, with all of the holidays upon us, I want to talk about family traditions and making memories and like what you guys typically do around all the holidays and like how you make it special for your kids and like things you want to try to do each year.
Okay.
Go from there.
Love it. This is only my 3rd Christmas being a mother, but
well, like what did you do as a child?
Oh,
you know.
Okay. Got it.
You're like, I don't know. I've only had kids for 3 years.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have.
Holidays didn't exist before now.
Yeah. I mean, they're very different.
Oh, yeah,
we'll
for
talk
sure.
about it.
Yep, we'll get into it.
All right.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Have a great week or weeks.
Weekend.
All the days.
Whatever day.
Every day ending in Y.
All right. You're doing great, Mom Besties.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Bye.
Bye.